Take care, man. I'll see you. Introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
My name's Wayne Edwards, and I brought a 69 Dodge Super Bee. It's got a 383 4-speed car. Does not have the original hood on it, and that was a lift-off hood for a 6-pack. It's all original drivetrain. It's got 79,000 original miles on it.
Wow, that's not very many.
Yeah. It looks like it's got the original top on it yet, and I got many of the original parts for the car, and I put all new wheels on here, put new interior in it.
This is a beautiful car, really. Wow. The interior is perfect. An eyeball shifter. That's great. Oh, and you got a little version of your car.
Yeah, I put the little console in there just to hold things.
Right.
And otherwise your cups and that just start
falling all over the
place.
Yeah. Fantastic. This looks great. Oh, you got nice floor mats. This is actually just a perfect example. Wow. Wheels. How often do you drive it?
Not often enough. I try to keep it in the garage and try to keep the paint all nice and clean like it is now.
Right.
And just take it out to shows and cruise once in a while.
Right.
And it's fun to drive. A lot of people looking at it. A lot of thumbs up.
It's good. It's a beautiful car.
It runs great.
Yeah, it's a great car.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for bringing this today.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
Hi, I'm Rob. This is my 65 Factory 5 Racing Roadster Mark IV. Has a 347 small block stroker, 5-speed 256, and runs pretty nice. I like it. It's a light car, 475 horsepower, so...
How much?
475.
Wow. Do these cars weigh under
2,200.
Okay, yeah, 2,200 pounds. Wow.
So good horsepower to weight ratio.
Yeah.
I like the way it sounds. I like the way it looks. Painted by Levy Racing and wired by Levy Racing. So I love the way it looks. Got a couple more things to do. I'm going to do the blackout on it.
Right? The chrome stuff?
Do all the chrome black, chrome delete, and wheels powder coated, and then I'll be done for.
And you're going to keep the copper. You're going to keep the copper look.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like that.
It's called Plymouth Prowler Orange. They made it for 2 years in the old Prowlers.
I remember those. Those are cool.
So I liked it. And it's like a burnt orange.
Yeah. I don't know if I've seen a Mark IV recent. I don't know if I've seen one at all. But I've been thinking about doing a Factory 5. How hard are they to do?
Not bad. It takes you between 12 weeks and 12 years,
Depending on how many hours a day you commit to it.
Exactly.
Did you build this or you have it done?
I bought it in Texas, almost finished, and Levy Racing finished it, painted it, and wired it for me.
Right.
Got it from a pilot in the Air Force who got transferred and just couldn't keep it, so
Right.
made him an offer. He took it, and now it's mine.
It's just a beautiful car. Has great lines.
Yeah, I love the way it looks.
Those are huge tires. But I mean, so this is this is a different
This is
maker.
Mark III. No, it's a totally different.
He says Continental or something like that. The lines are so similar between the two of them. Tail lights are different. Of course, a bumper, you can add a bumper like that or
Yeah.
quick jacks. Now, are these functional quick jacks?
No,
They're decorative. Decorative. That will
They're
that will
really
shear
bad.
your
It's
fiberglass.
just aluminum tubing, and you could probably rip them off with your hand.
That's funny. Okay, now he's got provision for a soft top. It's got
Yeah.
these buttons, and when it comes
Some
to
people do. And
inclement weather, you just don't take it out.
I live in Arizona, and those 8 years, I'll just leave it in the garage.
Yeah.
Those 8 days a year. I'll leave
8
it in
days,
the
8 days a year. Yeah. So, wow, very good. Well, this is fantastic. Thank you so much for bringing this. It looks great. Can I hear it
Thanks
real
for
quick?
having us.
You said it sounds great. I know what these things. A little bit of a lope. You burned your leg yet on the exhaust?
No, I have it in my head not to touch it.
Sounds good. Wow.
That's how low I need.
That sounds great. Love it. That sounds fantastic.
I love the new Mustangs, but
Nothing sounds like
sound
this.
Doesn't do it.
No. Now, do you have the 3-link or 4-link rear suspension?
3-link.
3-link? It handles just fine.
I'm not a racer, a road racer, so I didn't feel the need.
Right. Well, this is great. It sounds great. And thank you so much for bringing it out, man.
Thanks for having us.
Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
Hi, I'm Dave, and today I brought a 2015 Corvette, C7 Corvette. It is a Z51 with a 3LT package. I have also done quite a few modifications to it. Car is lowered. I have Continental Extreme Sport tires on it. I have Z06 wheels on it. And also, because I'm just that kind of guy,
Woo! That's
yes, I know. He doesn't like me sticking
That's
my hand in
okay.
the window. But I put a Z06 Corvette supercharger in it so that it can have a little bit more infinite. So
wow.
I took it to Cordis Performance Racing and I put a tank in it, the ice tank in it. It has a 2.55 belt supercharger pulley belt on it. And it also has the Mighty Mouse oil catch can, a 5-inch filter, and I am working on getting a 103 millimeter intake for it. So,
Wow.
And the next thing is going to be forged pistons, a new supercharger. I'm going to try to do a max effort supercharger on
What kind of horsepower is it right now?
this. Right now, because it doesn't have forged pistons, it's running at 551.
551 horsepower. What is your goal?
My goal right now is about 750, 800 to the rear tires.
To the tires.
To the rear tires.
So what's the parasitic loss? It's gonna.
It's going to be a lot. So from at the motor, it'll be close to 1,000. So
Close to
about
1,000
nine-
horsepower.
About 950 to the.
Is it gonna be drivable? Is this gonna be so twitchy, or is there? Okay.
It's going to be drivable because it's not going to have a huge cam. I have a cam in it now. I'm trying to keep the cam as
Right.
livable as possible. For me to
Right.
drive it. But the next car is not going to be so friendly as far as driving.
Right. Holy cow. So this is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning.
So and you'll be able to sell that supercharger when you replace it.
Yeah, I'll be selling that supercharger. I may go with those snail type of supercharger. I might even put a turbocharger in it just because reasons.
Well, a supercharger, even if you get the Roots type, it's going to be. Well, this is a Roots type.
It's a Roots.
There's going to be like a 20% parasitic loss or something
Yes,
like that because of the
20%.
belt drop, because of the drag of the
Right.
belt.
Mhm.
Whereas a turbocharger doesn't have parasitic loss.
No parasitic loss.
Have you considered remote mount supercharging, where you replace the muffler with the turbine itself and to deaden the volume, but because the turbo is away from the engine, you don't have the coking of the oil on the turbine spindle?
No, I have not thought of that, but it sounds great. But I think the issue would probably be is that would be an oil issue because usually when you bottom mount turbos, you usually they get oil starved really quick.
Right. I would probably think it would be on its own loop with a separate oil pump and reserve.
They do have oilless turbos where you have to oil whenever you get so many miles on them, oil them yourself.
Right.
But other than that, I like the superchargers.
Yeah, supercharger is
Sound
great.
It's great.
Oh yeah.
The turbos, yeah, you get the noise and all that, but
You know, if for me, I think 550 whatever is great. I don't think I would need much more than that, but I mean,
yeah,
maybe you drive sideways to the grocery store or something. I don't know.
I don't really dog it that much. You know, when I got the car, I just decided, I'm just gonna drive it nice, and I still drive nice. I don't beat the hell out of the car.
Right.
I may go up in the mountains with my Corvette club, which is Arizona Corvette enthusiasts. I go up there with the mountains with them, and we let it hang out a little bit.
Right.
But nothing too crazy. I haven't burn out and all that stuff.
Right.
I like my car. I want to keep it.
But yeah, it's nice to not destroy your car.
Yeah. So if you ever happen to see my car, you probably know who it is. Don't forget, it is big black Corvette.
Oh yeah, you're on YouTube. Very good.
I love this touch, this camo. You got it. Like,
Very cool.
I noticed it. I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I kind of did camo on it.
Oh yeah, it's like a gray camo. This is nice.
Yeah, I like it. I'm going to change it again because I'm constantly changing like small things.
Well, thank you so much for bringing this.
Hey, no
I
problem.
really appreciate it.
Do what I can. I do like it.
Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
My name is Kevin Gutierrez. I brought my 2013 BMW 335i.
Cool. Now, tell me about this car.
Let's see. So I was looking for another car to get. My first car was the exact same. Salvage title, been in like 3 crashes. It was terrible. And after I sold that, after I blew the motor, I was like, I really like them, but I can't go back to one right now. So I bought this Nissan. It was a 240SX, 1995. Had an RB swap motor. It was great. Ended up just like the Beamer. Blew the motor a few months later, and somehow managed to sell it for a really good price. And ended up buying this off my friend.
You're the friend.
Yeah. I was like, it's another Beamer, but it's thick this time.
Right.
So it's been great. It's a lot more reliable than the first one.
Are you just use it as a daily driver? Or do you race it? What do you do?
So right now this is just my daily driver. It's definitely not as fast as what I've flown in the past, but it's a lot more reliable since I'm posted.
But yeah, after you break a few cars, you learn to not break them.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is. Yeah,
Like,
I get it. Well, thank you so much for bringing this.
of course, yeah, it's a pleasure coming out here.
Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
So I'm Bella, and I brought my 2019 Subaru WRX. It's not an STI, but I got the wing on it because couldn't go wrong with it.
Well, it's good. It's a handle for people to hold on to when you drag them
and I
away.
can eat my lunch on it.
That is cool.
Yeah, and I'm stage 2 on flex fuel. I got a cob intake, high flow downpipe, cob catback, little stuff done here and there. So.
Well, Cobb Tuning's been making really good stuff for a long time. In fact, they've been able to make a Subaru go from 165 horsepower to almost 200 horsepower on just a free flow exhaust by itself.
Yeah.
And you'll increase fuel economy at the same time.
Yeah, I mean with running 85, I don't really need that good.
No. Yeah.
I freaking fill up like 3 times a week. So. But I have new wheels coming, so.
Nothing wrong with these. They work. They're round.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep them just in case. But,
Hang them on the wall.
and I have aftermarket taillights from CB Speed, badges from CB Speed, stickers.
License plate is hilarious.
Yeah, wasabi.
I got it.
That's really it. I want to get a new intercooler and maybe a Tome because my car's really quiet. I mean, it's not that quiet, but yeah. And
Okay, let's hear it. How quiet is it? Let's hear it.
I mean,
And it's man, very good. I hear the burble.
Yeah.
I hear the burble.
Sometimes. But what's really cool is like my intake's super loud and I got a nice turbo spool, so.
That's cool. So it's not an STI, but still turbo.
Yeah,
and you
I
still
make
do it.
more than an STI too.
That's great.
I make like 50 more wheels.
When it's not loud, the police won't notice you.
Yeah, got to, but I like the attention, so.
You guys should totally put a duck call on the blow-off valve.
Yeah.
Yes, I want a blow off valve too. He's got a crazy blow off valve.
Yeah.
His is nuts.
Yeah.
But is it burgling?
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it.
But it's active.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
I think it sounds fine. It doesn't sound like you're trying to be noticed.
Yeah.
Like they'll notice anyway.
Yeah, it's a fun car.
It's a great car.
It's super fun. I got the right car. So.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming out.
No problem.
Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
I'm Ian Cobb, and I brought my 2018 RX-7 GTI.
RX-7 GTI. Mark 7, not because RX-7 is a Mazda and this is not a Mazda, this is a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
So, tell me about this.
So far, I just put on some BC Racing coilovers, some Koenig freeforms, Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires, some Stage 2 tune, Stage 3 GM clutch, and CTS turbo back exhaust.
Right on. Sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
Do you just a daily driver?
Yeah, I just daily. Yeah, I still gotta get the suspension dialed in a little bit, but I'm planning on taking it up to Eager Springerville on the Devil's Highway Drive. Here
Oh
this
yeah,
weekend.
at the old Highway 666.
Yeah.
We're Route 191 now.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a great drive coming down through Springerville.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Last time we went there, we met a crew from San Diego, I believe, and it was like a crew of Miatas.
That's nice. It's a fantastic drive. I think if you did a loop like Wickenburg back way through Skull Valley into Prescott, go across, and then go up through Payson. You do Verde Valley across, drop down through Pine into Payson, then go up to Alpine,
Oh yeah.
and then drop down. That would be you have like a. I don't know. That wouldn't be 1,000 miles, but it'd be quite,
Oh, yeah,
it'd
it'd
be
be a
pretty,
really fun drive.
pretty great drive. One of the best drives in the state. Well, right on. Well, thank you so much for bringing this. It looks like a really cool car.
Yeah, thank you.
Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
I'm Wayne. Brought my Mark 7 GTI 2017. Bought it on a whim, kept it stock, wanted to keep it in the family and yet tune it. It's one of those
Right.
make your own cars.
So it's still drivable,
It's my daily.
right?
Had quite a bit of different tuning on it, but ultimately it ended up with United Motorsport at the end of the day.
Right.
Got your full bolt-on. One of the things I recently added to was the
Called there.
shop app. You can't really see it right now. It's this short shifter in there.
Okay.
Called the Holy Shift, but it's for the Mark 7 and QB platform.
Nice.
So they're
It's just shorten the throws.
shorter throws. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Very much.
Did you add the oil? This is like gets air
secondary
oil.
air?
Yeah. Secondary air.
Yeah. So usually it comes in with the stock airbox.
Okay.
Yeah, right, this is second.
Okay, I didn't know if that was an oil vent from the valve cover or out, but I guess not.
Yeah. It is multi-port injection.
Okay.
E85 flex fuel
Nice.
tune. IS 38, so it's a Golf R, Audi
Oh,
S3 turbo.
nice.
Stock. It's kept in the family though. I don't want to go too crazy. It's
Not-
front-wheel drive. So
Yeah, yeah.
I really can't put the crowd to the ground until third gear, really. Anyways, with these tires.
Well, it looks good and looks like you enjoy it. It looks like
It's a blast.
it's fun. What this is a 1.8 or
2.0.
2.0. So these normally would make about 220, 230 horsepower. What do you have this tuned up to now?
Correct. Their UM numbers on an IS 38, say Golf R, is on Mustang Dynamo at I want to say near 350, 360.
At the wheels or at the
wheels?
At the 350 at the wheels.
But I want to say with flex fuel and forward injection, I have no idea. It might be near 400. So.
Wow. Fantastic. Wow, that's a lot of power for a small car.
It is. It's a bit much. 400
Yeah.
Plus torque, about 400.
Does it torque steer or the axle shafts equal the length?
I do get a little bit of torque steer, but depends on.
That just makes it
its
more
mood.
exciting.
Yeah, it depends on
Yeah.
what its mood is.
It adds an element of unpredictability to your drives, right?
Yeah, you want to ease into it.
Right on.
That's pretty much.
Well, thank you so much for bringing this out, man.
Thanks for having me.
Take care. Please introduce yourself
My name's Chris.
and tell me what you brought today.
I'm 19. This is my 83 C10. It's really nothing crazy. It's a big block. It's a mild cam. I've had the truck since I was 15.
Wow.
It's been 5 years now. Little stuff. We just put the wheels on it about a year and a half ago. Wheels and tires. I just got the exhaust done a couple months ago. It's long tube headers.
Right.
Cooks mufflers. It's 3-inch all the way out the side of the bed. Just did the fuel cell. It's dirty because it needs a check valve, so it doesn't splash out, unfortunately.
Right.
It's braided from the fuel cell all the way up.
Right.
750 double pumper, because that's the only way to do it. We like that fuel mileage.
You did AN fittings or do you hardline?
It's AN fitting all the way up there, yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, it's nothing crazy. Interior is pretty basic. It's got odometer gauges, just little stuff to clean it up, just for me, just
Right
how I
on.
like it.
Is this a 5.3 or what is
No,
it?
it's a 454. It's a
Oh, wow.
It's a 7.4 liter. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that's pretty much it. It's all black carpet in there.
So this is probably in the 500s if it's naturally aspirated?
No, right now, no. It's probably like 370. It's
Think
not
so?
anything wild, no.
Because
Not
I
at the
had a
moment.
455.
This is probably closer to 5 for sure.
I had a 455 Olds, and it was 400 horsepower, 500 pound-feet of torque.
Yeah, they're rowdy.
So, okay. Can I see what's going on under here?
Yeah, it's nothing. I mean, it's dirty. There's nothing crazy.
I like the blackout on the grill. That's nice.
Yeah, it used to look better. I was just telling the other gentleman I repaint it every so often, just because all the rock chips. Like I daily drove this for 5 years, so I mean, I paid this bumper a year ago, and it's
Right.
already,
It's huge.
yeah, it is
Huge.
massive.
Oh, beautiful carburetor.
Yeah, we just got it.
anodized,
It's
it's
super
nice.
clean. Other than that, it's old. It's nothing under here is really fancy.
Right, but it's fun and powerful.
Yes, for sure.
Probably it's
for
more
sure.
torque than it has horsepower.
Yeah, it doesn't ever hook up. It just blows the tires up. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Are you gonna keep the fan like that? Are you gonna electric fan? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, so actually when I just bought this 4-core Champion setup, it came with fans that I had bought, and they planned to go on, but actually we're currently building a bigger motor for it. It's going to be 496.
So you're gonna change this motor around?
Oh,
do
yeah,
49.
This
Okay.
one is just, it's in there. I got a daily at home. Unfortunately, that motor threw a rod, so I'm swapping that one as well.
Okay.
And that's
Well, you
why
could put this one into that one, and
We thought about it. It's been an ongoing joke, but the other one's good gas mileage. It gets 30 miles to the gallon.
Oh,
so
that's
I'm gonna
nice.
keep it that way. But yeah, so it'll get a big boy motor soon. It's just the parts are, I gotta get them. They're back ordered, and it all costs money.
yeah.
And
it's all-
unfortunately, I don't make a shit ton.
Yeah, I get it. Well, you've done a lot of great work here. I can see what you've done, and it's just a solid runner.
Yeah,
And that's what
This
really
is probably,
counts.
I mean, this thing's probably left me stranded maybe once. I broke the converter bolts,
Oh,
the torque converter bolts.
Right,
so
right.
and no gears at that point. So
Right, right.
Other than that, it really has not given me.
you know, people think, oh, it's old truck. I got to get rid of an old car. I got to get rid of it. No, you can take anything that's old and keep it going as long as you do the maintenance or you do updates that are necessary. If you have something good and that's working and you can trust it for driving across the country, even if you do it right.
Yeah, this one's it's not too crazy. It's got a few goodies, like full suspension front and rear's been redone. It's got a flip kit in the rear, so it's 5 inches lower in the rear.
Right.
The front's all crown suspension. It's got stock A arms for the lower A arms, and the upper A arms are aftermarket, different ball joints. It's on drop spindles, 2.5 inch springs, so it's about 5.5 all the way around when you add it up.
Okay. Well, it's got a good stance to it. That certainly makes it look sleeker. I like that.
It's low for sure. The headers just drags it down every now and then,
Eesh.
every so often.
Eesh. I see the low pot. I see the low spot right down there.
It's a passenger side that hangs on the
Yeah,
wall.
yeah, I see that.
It's worn the flange down enough now that it only touches on real big speed bumps.
Right. Think of a V-band next time, or what do you think it'll do?
I don't know, honestly. I think if the new motor, for sure, I think it's going to get different headers. Either I'm going to have a set custom build, or I'm going to spend some big boy dollars on a set of nicer ones that tuck up a little taller. His are actually for a Chevelle, and they hide between the frame rails. It's like perfect. He had to beat them in a little. These ones just dropped in. I guess that was the good thing about them, but they're truck headers, so they were meant to hang a little lower, and I didn't account for that when I go to put them on my lowered truck. So
Right. Well, thank you so much for bringing this out. It's a very cool truck, man.
Thanks, brother.
Take care. Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
I'm Brad from East Mesa, and this is my steel daily. It's a 69 C10.
69 C10.
Yeah. It's got a big block 454. It's been bored over a little bit.
Very nice.
Swapped out the inline 6 when I got it. Went from the inline 6 and a 4-speed to big block and a 400.
Looks fantastic. Really good.
Chrome get you home, right?
Right. So 454.
Yeah.
And so how much does power? How much power does it make?
Roughly 400.
400. Yeah.
Yeah, roughly 400.
Because GM in the 70s, it's remarkable how little horsepower they were able to get out of their cars. It takes a special type of engineering to reduce horsepower to that level. But now, you can take an older engine and
it's a little over 10 to 1.
Yeah.
So it should make a little skosh over 400. That's what we're thinking.
Nice. Well, it looks great.
Adding to the sketch factor, manual drums all the way around.
No,
So,
that's scary.
but it does come to a stop. Just gotta have a leg for it.
Right. No power booster, or I don't see a booster.
Nothing. Nope. Manual off your foot.
So,
Put power steering in it after I got it with the big motor.
right?
So now it's actually fun to drive. And
Yeah, you can steer it without doing a workout.
No strong arm steering anymore.
Yeah.
Automator tack, just a generic vital tacks there.
Right.
It's got a custom audio sound radio. It's
Right.
got Bluetooth and other hookups.
Right.
Just finished that. That's when it dashes out of it. Or the console.
It's a speed shifter.
It's got a Hertz quarter stick in there and a MSD 6AL for the ignition.
Nice. Well, I really like the patina on this. This is really nice. It shows character. I like
So I
it.
picked it up out of Tucson about a year ago.
Wow. Nice. Old and slow. I like that. Except it's not slow.
No, it gets down pretty good.
Yeah. It's
The flying brick.
maybe it's old and slow braking.
Yes.
Slow.
Coming to a stop is a lot slower than getting up.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. Thank you so much for bringing this.
No problem.
Take care. Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
I'm John from out toward East Mesa, and I brought my 57 Chevy half-ton pickup.
57.
I bought it in 1980.
1980, 57 half-ton pickup. I gotta see this. This is really beautiful. This is a beautiful truck. Tell me about it. Tell me what you've done. And
Well, after it sat in the garage for 21 years, it took 3 years. Frame off restoration, I replaced everything in it. New motor, interior, and I started driving it daily in 2003, and I've never been done working on it. I'm always doing something.
right. Right. Well, the dress on this is nice. This is so nicely done in here.
I tried to make
So
it as
clean.
clean as possible.
It is clean. And we spoke earlier how a piece of stainless on the back wall would just look really,
Yeah, just cover it over and
make you see the backside of everything. It's just really nice in here. You've done such a great job. Now, you were telling me how you modified the frame and suspension here.
yeah, you cut the front of the frame off, and this happens to be a 77 Firebird. The Firebird and Camaro were the same.
Right.
But you just cut the frame off, the straight axle off the 57, weld in a Camaro or Firebird frame. You've got V8 mounts, power steering, disc brakes, and A-frame suspension in one swell coupe. You're done.
Wow. And because I'm looking at this, and That just looks so much.
And it's right here.
Right?
That's where it's cut.
That's where the cut is?
And then this Camaro frame actually fit right inside the original.
Just pockets right in.
Right in.
That's great.
About 3 days worth of measuring and tacking before you weld it.
Right? Man, it just looks so good. Such a good looking truck.
Thanks.
I like how it sits as just a really good look. I like that. And that is just a good looking truck. Thank you so much for bringing this out. It looks great.
Of course, the owner of Steak and Stone, and we are here today with my 2007 JK, and this vehicle has a story, and the story begins in 2008 when the gentleman that owned it at the time had about 4,000 miles on it. He parked it on the boat ramp, while he took his fishing boat out, and the vehicle and the trailer were parked there. Unbeknownst to him, when he got back, the vehicle and the trailer were gone. So he had reported those stolen. Turns out he had left the vehicle in neutral and didn't pull the emergency brake far enough up, and the vehicle and the trailer edged its way down into the water and became submerged. In the fall, there was a fisherman standing out on the end of the dock. When the water was low in the reservoir, looked down, he says, "Mary, there's a Jeep down there." And so sure enough, he had turned that into the insurance as a stolen vehicle. And long story short, we bought the vehicle for $300 off the bottom of the lake.
Wow.
And we tore down the frame in 2008 with the help of Terraflex and a few other folks. We did a Hemi upgrade, and all the prototypes from Terraflex of that year, and then we put that in the SEMA show as their show vehicle for the next 2 seasons.
Right.
And so that was pretty fun. And then since then we have just been all over the planet. It's been on its side a couple of times, upside down, sideways. So.
Wow. So you just it swamped out and then you fixed it up.
Yep.
That's so funny. That's hilarious. But man, what a rig this is. This is just, and the tires are enormous. So
ones with the 6.2 Hemi, and then everything else. It's got internal lockers called stongs.
Okay.
Inside the wheel. So if you look, there's 2 valve stems on the wheels. One on the outside, and then there's one on the inside.
Okay.
And the inside valve stems for the stongs that create bead lock.
Okay.
So it's got internal bead lockers.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Those are a pain in the butt to get in and off, because once they're in there forever, so to speak.
That's really good. So, right, you're using this mostly for promotion on stations.
It is now. We beat it up for a few years, and that lately, since it has a lot of prototype parts on it, those parts are very expensive to replace when we break them. So.
Yes, you still trail it.
We do, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
It's not like we did earlier on.
Right. Man, it's such a cool truck. It's such a cool truck, man. Thank you so much. And
it's over here at Steak and Stone.
Yeah, actually, I've eaten here. Let me tell you, I've eaten here before I was a vegetarian. I've eaten here since becoming a vegetarian. My wife loves steak here. Everything is good here. So whether you love steak and other dishes, or if you're a vegetarian like me, you can eat here. And it's really excellent food.
Good to have you with us.
And we love being here at Steak and Stone. And this is the Steak and Stone rig, and it's pretty awesome. So there it is. Thank you, Dave. Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
Well, I'm Josh Neppa. I brought a 2020 Toyota Supra.
It's not the normal Toyota
It's a
Supra.
little different. It is a rocket body tandem, wide body. It was built for Yokohama for the SEMA show. It is a launch edition. Yeah, I mean, I've got quite a few vehicles in my lineup. This is just the one that we took out today.
Right?
This was a lot of fun. I have a 1998 Supra at home that's also wide body, rocket body.
Right?
Bags.
Okay.
This was just a lot of fun to drive.
Now, tell me about this vehicle.
This one here is tuned on ECU Tech on corn. So it is, I believe it's roughly around 520 horsepower to the wheels.
Okay.
About 600 foot-pounds of torque.
Wow, that's a lot of...
Work, Meister S1 wheels. The brakes have been changed out from the factory, so we are running the APG brakes. The car's got everything possible we can trade out for carbon fiber. The dash on the other side, the signature that you see, is the creator of Rocket Bunny. He signed it at SEMA. What else? Ceramic coated. What else can I tell you? If you want ceramic coating done, Nathan over there within the details has done quite a few of my vehicles. He's a super cool dude.
It looks great. Yeah, Nathan and I, he's partners with me on this car show.
Oh, nice.
So,
nice.
yes.
The car has license plates from Race Wars.
Race Wars.
I own Race Wars. Or I am one of the owners of Race Wars, rather. And we were involved in the filming of Fast and Furious 7.
Okay.
In the very opening.
So this
scene
is
with
in the
Race
movie
Wars.
Fast and Furious?
Nope.
No.
This was so Fast and Furious 7 came out in I think 2015, I want to say.
Okay.
At that time there, I had my 68 Camaro and my wide body Tundra was there with a few other people from the car show. I mean, from my car club, rather. Our car club is narcissistic. A lot of crazy, various rides there as well.
Right.
And
you see the license plate says Race War.
Yep. That was a fun one to get.
So, does Narcissistic Car Club, they have products or something? What would they sell?
No, it's just a bunch of people that have taken cars to the extreme and share the commonality of being car enthusiasts.
Right on.
We don't have model specific, so it's not like you have a Dodge car club where everybody has a Dodge and we're all competing for one trophy.
Right.
So in our car club, we have a very wide variety of exotics, VIPs, you name it, classics.
Right. That's kind of the principle behind this particular car show, is that we want people to just bring something that you think is cool.
Yeah,
just bring it.
Certain.
We've had Geo Metros out there. We've had a Ford
cool.
Probe out here. You know, we've had Ferraris. We've had Lamborghinis. We've had Lotuses. A GT40. You know, we get some pretty cool stuff here.
We have a few of those in our club.
So yeah, this is great. So this is media cred.
Yep.
So to speak.
Yeah.
And are you? What's your line of work?
I own an AC company.
Air conditioning?
Yeah, in hell.
Very cool.
Very cool. So the hotter it gets, the better.
Yeah, you're happy about it. You're like, oh, summer's coming, I hate it. And you're like, I love it.
Yeah. We would do that, and we would put on car shows with Race Wars.
Right on.
We haven't done that in forever. And then, like I explained to these folks over at Steak and Stone, I run a page on Facebook called Phoenix Foodies.
Oh.
There's like 20,000 of us on it with just food.
Yeah.
So people are like, hey, where can I get the best cheesesteak? And then everybody chimes on in, and I found so many great places.
There's some really good food around here.
Yes, there is. Mesa's got the best food, honestly.
Really?
I'm from over in Litchfield Park area.
You're in Litchfield?
Yeah, there's not a ton of options over there for us.
Right.
I'm a little jealous. You guys have it really well over here.
Yeah. Oh, we got some great drives too, like Bush Highway up Beeline. That's great into Usury Pass Drive.
Yeah.
Tortilla Flat.
Tortilla. That's what I was gonna say.
That's
especially if they get water going across the road at the time.
Oh my! Let me tell you, tortilla flat is great if you're a driver.
Yes.
Not so much if
Yeah.
you're a passenger.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna get dizzy.
you're gonna like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
That's it. It feels.
This is an excellent driver car.
Yeah.
My other Supra, not so much. It's great for straight lines.
Right.
This thing likes to hug the corners.
Okay, so it handles nice.
Yeah. The only thing you have to do is turn off the lane assist because you'll wreck your car with that.
Oh, okay.
It constantly keeps pulling you back in.
Oh wow.
That's when I first pulled up here earlier. I was sitting out there retuning the car to take my TPMS sensor off.
Right.
But then it's just kind of neat because when I turn the car on, it doesn't say Supra or Toyota. It says Alpina.
Oh yeah.
You know, I can change it to BMW or Rolls Royce.
That's
change it to
cool.
tones. So they've really made a lot of cool stuff with this. What most people don't know about the Supra is 2020 is really the only year worth having.
Really?
In 2020, halfway through, June and beyond, they actually make these cars completely untunable. So they're basically a paperweight. There's a JB4 tune for it, but
You can't hack it. You can't break the.
Same people that make the chip for this make it for the brand new Mustang.
Oh.
The new Corvette C8. Can't tune that either.
That's not fun.
It's not fun. I mean, who wants a car you can't tune? That's what it was designed for.
It's like having a
It's
computer you can't hack.
It's like going
Yeah.
on prom and the dress is locked or something.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Well, I appreciate you bringing this out. It's a great looking car. It looks like Nathan did a great job detailing it.
For sure.
And I hope to see you next month. Maybe bring a different car.
Yeah, I usually like to change it up a little bit.
Yeah. Second Saturday.
I'll probably bring the other Supra next time.
Right on. Well, thank you so much, man.
Oh, no problem. Anytime.
Appreciate it.